Welcome back to Prospertown Lake, and as always, this is Alex for construction update number 13 of the Jersey Devil Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure, filmed on April 14th, 2020. We can see that turnaround has now been completed, and they've installed the entirety of the zero-G roll after it. First up, let's make a comparison to that rendering to the current progress. And now we're just gonna fly towards the east, checking out the entire construction site. There are now 37 pieces of track remaining on site, meaning that they have installed 11 pieces of track since our last update 10 days ago. And here's our first look at those two twists right next to each other. I love how they're almost a clone of each other. And that turnaround, nearly 90 degrees, very tight, with that 12-car train going through it. It's going to almost be like Scream Machine or any Aero Looper. When you're in the back seat, you'll be able to look up and see the people in the front seat right above you. But in Jersey Devil's case, you'll be horizontal. Should be absolutely fantastic, the visuals going through that turnaround. And also, we have to point out that there's going to be a third run of track placed right between those two inversions. It just seems so tight to have another run of track there. But with those single car trains, you'll be able to make it through it, but it's almost going to feel like it's going to have side chopper effects going through there. All right, let's take a better look at the rest of the construction site. As always, you can see high-res images on all my social media accounts. Links are in the description below. First off, let's take a look at that track storage area below the turnaround. You can see that all the concrete walls have been installed and a gravel base has been installed. Most likely a concrete floor will be poured over it eventually. And you can see that conduit is now sticking out from the ground in the computer room. And all those trenches that were dug to bring that conduit to the ride have now been filled in. And the rest of the construction site has kind of been tidied up. As you might notice, no one was working on a Tuesday. That is because the New Jersey governor finally put an end to all non-essential construction, which this project falls under. And most damning is that both construction cranes have been removed for the time being. Also below the zero-G roll and zero-G stall, you can see that steel trusses for the roof of the station now have arrived. Only 3 of them so far, so there might be some more coming. It's anyone's guess how long it's going to be until we are able to go to parks or this construction is resumed. Construction will most likely resume well in advance of the park opening. But that's about as much as I'm going to speculate. But the best thing we can all do is to stay inside and stay away from this park. I filmed this in 2 parts. Had to do some business around the area and came back to try to get better lighting for these still shots. And the parking lot was completely full at Prospertown Lake, something I have never seen before. It is one of the last things that has not been shut down in New Jersey, and hopefully the officials decide to shut it down next, considering absolutely nobody was wearing face masks other than ourselves. But thank you so much for watching the Coaster Spot. Like, comment, and be sure to subscribe, because as soon as construction resumes, I will be there shortly after to provide another update.